Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are keeping safe and healthy and you're taking all the precautions of the COVID corona virus pandemic which is going on. I hope you all are wearing your masks, you're sanitizing your hands and keeping your surroundings neat and clean. My name is Abha and I'm here today to share a story with all of you. The name of the story is The First Well. So once there was a kingdom around a small lake. One summer it was very hot and it did not rain for months. The lake dried up. The people became really anxious and they went to meet the king. Our fields have become barren. How will we work? Said the farmers. There is no fish to catch. How do you expect us to live? How do you expect us to earn a living? Said the fishermen. Please help us out from this huge disaster, urged the woman. And the children, they cried of thirst. There was no water at all. The king became really worried when he heard this. And he ordered his men to go in search of water in all four directions. The first general went in the direction of the east, where the sun rises. The second general went towards south to heat and dust. The third general went in the direction of the west, where the sun sets. And the fourth general followed the North Star. The generals searched day and night, night and day, high and low. They searched everywhere, but they did not find any water. The first three generals returned back to the kingdom empty-handed. But the fourth general, who had gone in the direction of the North Star, was determined not to fail the king. And then he reached a cold mountain village. It was really beautiful. When he sat at the foot of the mountain, he saw an old woman. She came next to him and sat there. The general, pointing towards the horizon, told the woman that he belongs to a beautiful kingdom, but it hasn't rained there since months. The people there are in great problems. Everyone is worried, everyone is upset about this huge issue. And can she help him to search water? The old woman heard each and every word the general said carefully and patiently. Then after a few minutes, she got up and she asked the general to follow her up the mountain and enter inside a cave. When the general heard this, he was really amazed, surprised and worried. He was new in this village. Anything could happen with him. He was alone. He had nobody to even protect him. But the situation was really critical for him and he did not have any other option. The only option he had was to listen to the old woman. So he took the risk and did as she told him. He followed her up the mountain and then they entered a cave. As soon as the general entered the cave with the old woman, he felt chilly inside and it was really dark. Step by step, as they entered deep inside the tunnel, inside the cave, the old woman told the general, even we don't have any water. But pointing towards the roof of the cave, she said, this is called ice. You can take some and your country will never go thirsty again. When the general turned his head upwards, he saw there were several pointed icicles on the roof of the cave. This was something extremely new to him. And then instantly he broke the largest pointed icicle, loaded it into his cart and rushed back towards his kingdom. He rode his horse at a speed he had never ever done in his life. But this was actually a matter of death and survival. He wasted no time to reach the kingdom. But as he reached the kingdom and got off the horse, he noticed that the huge icicle of ice had actually melted into a small lump of ice. He showed that to the people in the kingdom. They had never ever seen ice in their life, and they gazed at it in wonder. "Oh wow, this is actually a seed of water," said one of the ministers. The king instantly ordered to sow the small lump of ice into the soil. The farmers started to dig, and the lump of ice dwindled in the sun. Swiftly, they placed the small seed of ice into the soil, but as soon as they were going to cover it up with the soil, it vanished. The farmers were worried and confused that where did this small piece of ice vanish? They dug and dug and dug and dug all night in search of the mysterious seed of ice. The next morning, the king woke up and he noticed the farmers were sleeping next to the hole. He was curious and he just peeped in. As soon as he peeped in, he shouted in amazement. He said, "Wake up, my worthy men. Just look what you found." The men got up and they peeped inside the hole. They noticed there was water. The king said that the seed of ice has actually sprouted. But little did they know that they had dug so deep into the soil that they had actually found groundwater. Soon the king ordered his guards to bring men who could make a circular wall around the hole and make it a concrete project. People from everywhere came to collect water. The king sent this message all over the kingdom that water was now available. And in this way, the first well was created. Thank you so much.